Thank you, Lacey. Just to recognize, and I think it's an important recognition, that we do have representation from the police department here. And it is an example of how all city departments, I think, and it does start from the top down, have taken up the mission to serve here in Alameda. And I think it's a tribute to have Chief Tibbet and Captain Noonan here, that's the top command in the city, who run a very professional department. They do excellent police work. They also are constantly looking for improvement. And part of running that police department is making sure that training is appropriate, making sure that if there's mistakes made or a problem comes up, that it's investigated and corrected. And Chief Tibbet has been coming to these along with members of his command staff as long as I've been on the council. And I'd like to offer a hand and ask you to join me in thanking the police department for representing the
I thank the captain for not running my name. I did pay those tickets out. I don't have a laptop back here. I promise you. Pastor Sanders, get that car ready. We got to head quickly back to Sanders. We got to hurry up. And at this time, we're going to have the NAACP news by an NAACP representative. Are you here?
The NAACP part, Church Women United part, City part, your part, it's me. Hi, everybody. It is so good to see you again this year. And I would like to really give special thanks to our councilman, Frank, because, you know, it's always good to have someone to go and speak and intercede for you. Because when I went to reserve the council chambers this time, they said you can't use the council chambers anymore because we redid all the rules and the law and bylaws and citations and all this stuff, and you can't do it. And I said, oh, no, I know better than that. So I called Councilman Frank, and he said, oh, no. He said, I will go and talk to the city manager myself and tell him, this is the only celebration that's been going on for almost 40 years here in the city. And the task force has been sponsoring it now for about 31 years. So, you know, this is our celebration. And we have a lot of history to celebration. Some say, well, why do you bother them in City Hall? Why do you want that? Just go to somebody's church and give it, because Dr. King was a minister, so just go there. You guys are ministers, take it someplace else. Well, no, because this is where we started. And when Ann Diamond was the mayor, they started having meetings. I had an opportunity to meet Mrs. King and the Christian Leadership Committee. We had a meeting in San Diego, and Ann Diamond, being mayor, sent me down there to be in this meeting so we could decide on how to celebrate Dr. King. Because they said, well, one of the things Dr. King wouldn't want it, because he would rather everybody in here be on the job and working today. But you know how we are. We don't always do what someone wants, we do our thing. So it was decided to celebrate him. And we wanted to do it in the cities, you know, because this is where it all starts. You know, our law, our rules, bylaws, they are here. You know, our government is here. And Dr. King worked with the government, and it was all about the people and making changes and getting things done. So that's why, yes, it's a big deal for us to be here. And I just thank everybody for coming. It's just been beautiful. And if Jesus will fix it, I mean, oh, you don't know how we need that here in this city. To know that Jesus will take care of all this stuff. Don't stop being upset, getting your pressure run up and all that stuff. Woo! Boy, that's good. And I just thank Daniel from the housing that comes all the time, the commission, and I don't know why the chief didn't stand up or come up and say something. You know, he just gonna sit there, you know, all quiet and shy, and, you know, and he knows better. But he is such a sweet person, and since he has been here, we do have an open door. You can go in and we can talk to him. Sometimes he doesn't want to hear, he just want to hear from me. He might say, tell her, you know, I'm not here today, I'll see you next week. But it's okay. Okay, the NAACP needs you. We need you here in Alameda. We have things that we really want to do this year, and we want to be involved. We want people to know that we are here, and we really need you. So if you would like to help us out, I have Mrs. Sparrow there. She's one of our youngest members. She's only in her 80s. She's one of our youngest members, and she would just be happy to start working and training. We need to start training some young people to start doing the things we've been doing. And then we have a Church Women United, our vice president is here, Joanne, and we need your help too, because I think I'm one of the youngest ones, right? You know? So we really need help. But thank you for that. Okay, another thing I need your help. If you will go to www.alamedastories.org and then go to the digital storytelling, you can click on to East and West, or East versus West, and you will hear my story. I will talk about growing up here in Alameda and the different things that happened while I was growing up, and all about the city. And then if you click Alameda Beauty, guess who you get? And my daughter. Aww. I don't know how they got us mixed up. But she's the Alameda Beauty. And she tells her story about growing up here and attending the schools and so forth. But the reason I want you to click on is because they count those clicks. And they may have a prize, I don't know. So if everybody click and see our story, then they will know that somebody is interested in knowing about us and the city and the things that's going on, okay? Now what are you clicking? Alameda Stories. Okay. East and West. And Alameda Beauty. Okay. Now the next thing. You know, my daddy is here. He is the best cameraman in the world. And you know, 11 years, I hosted, well, I was the producer and co-host, and my daughter was the host of The Connection. And we are not able to do that like we were, because Comcast has decided that we don't need our free access here anymore. And we do. Because when I go around to different places, that's what I hear. What happened to you beautiful women that were on TV? We don't see you. What's wrong with this station? It's not coming on. They have something on all the time or something. Well, people really want to see the show again. And they want this station. So if you would let Comcast know that Alameda is really being cheated right now, because you don't have an opportunity to know what's going on in your community. Because we had all the different types of people on. So we need you to do that. Let Comcast know, let the city know that we're coming to the council. Councilman Frank, we're coming to the council because we want our station back. Okay, you tired of me yet? I said, I have a list of stuff. That's why I came up, so I could just get mine. Okay, I think that was it. Okay, so now it's time for me. It's time for me to come up and sing my song. So, yes.